Good job, Massive. Now that is how you address a community and give them what they're looking for. Yesterday, Massive had a live stream where they revealed the episode 3 of the Division 2 will be available today. But in addition to that, a new expansion called Warlords of New York will be available March 3rd. Now, if you aren't aware, Ubisoft dropped the price for the standard version of the Division 2 from $60 to $3. Yes, just $3 freaking dollars. A lot of people assumed this meant that the game was going to go free to play, or it was going to go to Game Pass. I made a funny comment about how it was the same price as the iced coffee I had from Dunkin' Donuts the day before. But I've been following the development of the game, watching the state of the game streams. I knew free to play was out of the question, as they've insinuated their year 2 content would be paid and not free like year 1. Now that said, it was really smart for them to do this. They want to regain the players that they've lost, as well as entice new players. If you're a gamer who hasn't played the Division 2 up to this point, you may be discouraged from trying the new expansion because you need to buy the base game in order to access it. And if you didn't buy the game up to this point, the base game probably didn't interest you. Now, pricing it at $3 is low enough that no one would have a problem paying for that, and the $30 price tag for the new expansion. So you're essentially spending $33 to play an awesome base game campaign in the Division 2, an improved in-game experience, and a brand new expansion that is fixing a lot of the issues Division players have been complaining about. Releasing episode 3 and dropping the price 3 weeks before the release of Warlords also gives new players enough time to play through the game, get used to the mechanics, really get their feet wet with it, and then the new Warlords expansion will be coming out. So smart timing, smart moves. Now let's say you're only interested in the Warlords expansion. You don't want to play the base game. Well, you can start a brand new agent at level 30 instead of playing at level 1. Hey, another smart move. They seem to be covering a lot of bases here, and that's good, because if they didn't come out with their next content without providing some real solutions, some real content, this game could have hit a low that couldn't be recovered from. So let's go ahead and get into the content. Now, episode 3 is story content about DC Division agents going to New York to deal with the Black Tusk threat and end up actually running into Rogue Agent Keener from the first game. It's supposed to take place in Coney Island, and it looks real good. Out of all the year 1 content, this looked like the best content that they got. So there's that. That is out today. Can't wait to get into that. I'll be doing that pretty soon, probably not so long after I get done with this video. But then you got your Warlords of New York, which is taking place after episode 3, and where you got Rogue Agent Keener as your main threat and his 4 lieutenants that you have to take down in order to get to him. So it's very similar to how Ghost Recon Wildlands was, in that you had a main villain to take down, and we had to take down his lieutenants first to get to him. It's similar in that aspect, but more with the Division and their world and that, all that other stuff. And I think all this is great, really, because content has been an issue for the Division 2 since launch. The lack of compelling content, the lack of compelling gear to grind for. Massive is addressing this by raising the level cap from level 30 to level 40. So essentially, we're going to have to regrind all of our gear, which I don't think a lot of people are really complaining about, considering that they felt the gear was boring, that they felt the gear sets were trash, that they're pretty much tired of the gear they've been using if they're still even playing the game, and the build diversity wasn't really worth the chase. So now, forget all that. Forget all the gear you currently got. You're going to have to get new gear as you're leveling up and getting stronger. And then when you hit level 40, then you're going to have to go start min-maxing your gear again. But now all of that is going to be a lot better experience for min-maxing and building your agent however you want to build them. Massive have addressed the issue of min-maxing your gear by now allowing you to set specific skills or attributes so that the RNG, the massive amount of RNG that's in the game, isn't making it so difficult for you to find the right pieces that you want to allow you to save certain skills that you want on your gear so that you can continue to get those and stack it. That's great. They're introducing new skills that you can only gain by defeating the lieutenants that are under Rogue Agent Keener. I thought that was a nice way of integrating the additions to gameplay with the narrative. And about the narrative, which has always been a weak point to this franchise, bringing back the game's only worthwhile villain and providing additional incentive to take him down by having him drop a biological weapon on our former base of operations in the first game. I mean, for the players, that gives them incentive, if they didn't already have it, to really want to go take down this bad guy who has done so much in this world. And yeah, just smart moves all the way around. Now, I'm not saying this would be successful in revitalizing a game that was on life support, but I can't think of many better ways to do what needed to be done. And this is definitely a really good start. I will repeat some of my earlier suggestions that they bring back the survival mode and underground modes from the first game and have them be year 2 content that you can get later on this year. That would definitely be content that would keep players who've returned engaged, as well as introducing some of these new players to some really awesome content that they may have missed when they were available in the Division 1. But more likely, I think what they will do is probably address the issues with PvP next, which frankly have been pushed off for far too long and really do need to be addressed first. Maybe they need to introduce a new mode that is PvP focused. I'll be all down for that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Hit the dislike button if you disliked it. It's all good. And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos about the Division 2 in the future. Peace.